In this video, we are going to show you the 5 typical dishes you need to try in London, where they come from, where to eat the best versions, and how much each one costs. A lot of people think British food is bland, and we are here precisely to prove you the opposite. London today is one of the most incredible food capitals in the world, a city that combines the comforting classics of always with the influence of peoples from all over the world, especially India. Eating in London is a journey in itself, from the most traditional pub to the most lively market. We have tried it all over there, from the pub classics to the most sophisticated dinners, and we are going to tell you exactly what to order so you do not go wrong. At the end, we will also give tips on the best food neighborhoods and 3 practical tips that will greatly improve your experience. Let us go. Our first dish is fish and chips, perhaps the most British dish of all. It is that white fish, usually fresh cod, coated in a light and crispy batter, fried until golden, and served with thick fries that are soft on the inside. It comes with a serving of bright green mushy peas and a touch of malt vinegar, which is the soul of the dish. Its origin goes back to the 19th century, when it became the working-class food of London, cheap and filling. We always recommend eating at a truly specialized shop, the kind that fries fresh to order, and avoiding the reheated touristy versions. The price runs between $13 and $20 for a generous portion. On our trips, we confess we ate fish and chips every week, because it is comforting and very tasty when well made. The second dish is the full English breakfast. It is a huge and powerful plate, the kind that fuels you for the whole day. It has eggs, bacon, sausage, baked beans in tomato sauce, grilled tomato, mushrooms, a slice of toast, and in many places a blood pudding called black pudding. The origin comes from the British rural tradition, in which workers needed a hearty meal early in the morning. We recommend trying it at a traditional cafe, the neighborhood kind the English call a greasy spoon, where the portion is generous and the price is fair. It costs around $13 to $20 with a cup of tea or coffee. It is one of the things we enjoyed the most while eating, and the best way to start a day of heavy sightseeing. The third is the Sunday roast, a sacred institution in British culture. It is traditionally served on Sundays and has a roast meat, which can be roast beef, lamb, chicken, or pork, served with crispy roast potatoes, seasonal vegetables, a rich gravy, and the star of the plate, the Yorkshire pudding, that fluffy golden-baked batter that looks like a crispy little bowl. The tradition of gathering the family around the Sunday roast goes back centuries. We always recommend eating at a classic and cozy pub, one of those with a fireplace and a family feel, away from the more touristy streets. The price of a full Sunday roast runs between $20 and $30. When well made, it is one of the most comforting meals we have ever had in our lives. The fourth dish will surprise you. It is chicken tikka masala, a curry of Indian origin that the British themselves adopted as their national dish. London has one of the largest and oldest Indian communities outside of India, and that completely transformed the city food scene. The tikka masala has pieces of marinated and grilled chicken, dipped in a creamy sauce of tomato, spices, and a touch of cream, served with rice and warm naan bread. Legend says it was invented right here in the United Kingdom, adapted to the local palate. We recommend trying it at a real restaurant in the Brick Lane area, the street famous for its curries. A full plate runs between $16 and $24. It is to die for, and we always go back for more. The fifth is pie and mash, an absolute classic of the traditional pubs and houses of London. It is a baked pie, with crispy pastry on the outside and filled with juicy meat, usually ground meat or that classic filling of meat with dark beer, served with a generous mashed potato and a sauce on top. It is the #1 comfort food of the true Londoner, the one that warms you on the gray and rainy days, of which there are plenty over there. This tradition comes from the old pie houses of the east of London, which have existed for more than a century. We recommend eating at an old and authentic pie house, or at a good neighborhood pub. The price of a full pie with mash runs between $12 and $20. It is simple, honest, and very tasty. And we cannot talk about London food without mentioning the drinks and desserts. For dessert, try the sticky toffee pudding, a moist date cake covered with a hot caramel sauce, simply addictive. And do not miss the experience of afternoon tea, with warm scones served with thick cream and jam, accompanied by tea in fine china. To drink, ale, served at pub temperature and full of flavor, is a British institution, just like gin, which has in London some of the most famous distilleries in the world. It is also worth trying the warm apple crumble with cream on top. And there is nothing better to go with all of this than diving into a food market, like the legendary Borough Market near London Bridge, one of the oldest and tastiest in the world, full of stalls of cheese, bread, sweets, and dishes from all over the world. These are experiences that complete any meal over there. Speaking of food and this urge to try everything, in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the biggest tour site in the world, and it has practically everything there, including guided food tours through the markets and pubs of London. Everything for the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to put together your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets for all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed in, cheap car rental, and the global account. And the links already contain automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Now, about where to eat, some neighborhoods stand out. Soho is the heart of lively gastronomy, full of restaurants from all over the world, bars, and pulsing nightlife. The Borough Market area, near London Bridge, is paradise for those who love food markets and trying a bit of everything. Brick Lane, in the east of the city, is the home of Indian curries and the bagels that go through the night. And Covent Garden, in the heart of the West End, has everything from charming restaurants to stalls, perfect before or after a theater show. And if you want to see where real Londoners buy and taste their food, do not miss Borough Market and also the weekend markets spread across the city. They are covered in open-air places, full of stalls of artisan cheese, fresh bread, seafood, sweets, and street food from every corner of the planet. You walk along trying a little piece here, a sweet there, you smell the bread coming out of the oven, and you chat with producers passionate about what they do. It is a cultural experience in itself, most of it completely free to wander through, and a treat for those who love photographing and discovering new flavors. And since we are talking about neighborhoods full of restaurants, here is the golden tip on where to stay. We created this personalized map, which explains exactly which is the best area to be close to everything. By staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. You leave the hotel, and you are already surrounded by the best restaurants and markets. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed in and highly recommend, including a hotel in Covent Garden where we stayed for an incredible price. Super well located, just steps from the best food options in the city. We saved a lot with that choice. To wrap up, 3 practical tips that make all the difference. First, about tipping. In the United Kingdom, many restaurants already include a service charge on the bill, so always check before leaving more, because it may not be necessary. The second tip, do not be afraid of the pubs and the food markets. That is where the most authentic, tasty, and fairly priced food is, much better than many expensive and touristy restaurants. The third, at the most popular and sought-after restaurants, especially the curry ones, it is worth booking a table in advance, because they fill up fast at dinner time. And for those who are new here on the channel, a very warm welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here to the channel and like the video, which helps us a lot. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.